Now, today we will discuss about Kirchhoff's laws and how to use this Kirchhoff's law to find the current in a circuit. Now we have two laws. First one is junction rule. Junction rule. Now just consider this circuit and this junction A. We have the directions of current I1 that is approaching towards A, I2 also approaching towards A, I3 and I4 are going away from the junction. So we can say from this junction, the sum of the currents meeting at this junction is 0. I1 plus I2 in same direction and I3 and I4 are in another direction. So we can say the current coming at the junction and the currents leaving at the junction both are equal. So we can write from here I1 plus I2 minus I3 plus I4 that is equal to 0. From this we can conclude that the algebraic sum of the currents meeting at the junction is 0. This is the first law of Kirchhoff that is known as junction rule. Now second law we have the sum of the EMF plus potential difference across the circuit that is constant, or we can write sigma IR that is equal to EMF. Now how to implement this in the circuit? We have to go through the circuit. First, select any closed circuit. We are selecting here A, B, C and D. Not in closed loop. A, B, C, D. A, B, C and D. Now first, move towards clockwise. Now this one is our clockwise direction. And start from terminal A. We are moving towards clockwise, A to B first. Now the current is in clockwise direction. If the current is in clockwise direction, take its sign negative. So its potential is V is equal to I1 R1 and it is in a clockwise direction. So we can write I1 R1 with negative sign and then move to the next register. Here the current is I2 and again this is in the clockwise direction. So it is also negative. Here the potential is minus I2 R2. Then move towards the next register and here the next register is R3 and again the current is in clockwise direction. So our potential is negative. That should be minus I3 R3. Again in the next branch we have the current in anti-clockwise direction, and if the current is in anti-clockwise direction our sign will be positive. So we have plus I4 R4. These are the potentials across the loop. Now we have EMF. Now while traversing the loop, first if we get the negative terminal and then positive, its EMF will be positive. And if we just first find the positive terminal and then negative terminal, its EMF will be negative. So according to this, E1 will be positive because first we are getting its negative terminal and then positive terminal. And according to that, E2 will be negative because first we are getting positive terminal and then second negative terminal. So minus E2. That should be 0. And this law is known as Kirchhoff's. First one is junction rule and this one is known as loop rule. The sum of the potentials and EMF in a closed loop that is equal to 0. Now for next we will solve this circuit. Here we have some points A, B, C, D, E, F, G and this point is H. Now we have three closed circuits here. First one, this one. A, H, D C, D and A. Second we have A, B, C, D, E, F and G. And third one we can select A, H, D, E, F, G. Now we will find first according to junction rule. Now just select the junction A. We have here I3 is approaching towards the junction and I1 and I2 are leaving from the junction. So we can write I1 plus I2, that is equal to I3. This one is our equation number 1 in this circuit. Now we will select the loop A, H, D, C, B, A. In loop A, H, D, C, B, A. Now just move clockwise, and here in this resistance the current is I1 and the current is in clockwise direction, so its potential will be minus. So we can write here minus I1 into 30. That should be minus because the direction of current is clockwise. Next, we are getting this EMF. First, negative terminal is there and then positive. So our potential will be, EMF will be positive here. And the value is given 45. So it should be plus 45. Next, we have resistance 1 ohm and the current is I3 in clockwise direction. That means minus I3 into 1. Again we have the 40 ohm resistance and current is I3 in the same direction clockwise. That should be minus I3 into 40. Or we can write these two are in series. So first we will add 40 plus 1, 41, and the current is I3 in clockwise direction. So here we can write minus I3 into 41. Now this is, its sum will be 0. This is our equation number 2. Now we have to solve for 3 values, I1, I2 and I3. For that we need 3 equations. Now we are selecting next loop A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. In this loop we can write the equation as in loop A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, E, F, G and A. Now just select clockwise direction. If we move from A, we find that 40 and 1 ohm resistors are in series, so their equivalent resistor is 41 and the current is in anti-clockwise direction, so its direction will be positive. So we can write I3 into 41. Next, in this cell, we are getting first positive terminal and then negative terminal. So our EMF will be negative. So we can write minus 45 and then we are moving here. Here the current is I2 and that is in anti-clockwise direction. So I2 multiplied by 20, that should be positive, plus I2 into 20. Next we have 1 ohm resistor here and the same current is passing. We can write 1 into I2 and that should be positive, plus I2 into 1. And again here we are getting first positive terminal and then negative terminal. So its EMF will be negative, minus 80. That should be 0. Or here we find that these two resistors are in series. So we can write 41 I3 minus 45 plus 21 I2 minus 80 is equal to 0. This is our third equation. Now by solving these 3 equations, we will get the values of I1, I2 and I3. Now one more circuit, we will discuss about this circuit. Here we can select the loop A, B, C and A. In loop A, B, C and A. Now this is our clockwise direction. If we start from here, we find that I2 is in clockwise direction. So its potential will be negative. So we can write minus 4I2. Then here the same current. Here the current is I2 plus I3 and the direction is clockwise. So we can write minus I2 plus I3 and the resistance is 2 ohm. Then we have in this here the current is also in clockwise direction and the resistance is 1 ohm. So we have minus 1 into I1. That means minus I1. Now here we are getting first negative terminal and then positive terminal. So our EMF will be positive. So plus 10 that is equal to 0. Equation number 1. Now next we will select the loop A, C, D and A. In loop A, C, D, A. Now we will travel from clockwise direction. Now from A, when we are moving here, we find that this first we will get the positive terminal and negative. So its potential will be negative. So here we can write minus 10 and this current is in anti-clockwise direction and it is passing through 1 ohm resistor. So its potential will be positive. 1 multiplied by I1 that becomes I1 and sign will be plus. Now just move here. Here the current is I2 plus I3 minus I1 and that is in clockwise direction and passing through 2 ohm resistor. So it should be negative. Minus I2 plus I3 minus I1 multiplied by 2. Now here the current is anti-clockwise direction and it is passing through 4 ohm resistor and the current is I1 minus I2. And if the current is passing anti-clockwise, we will take its direction positive. So we have plus I1 minus I2 into 4 that is equal to 0. These are the two equations and we need three equations to solve three variables. Next, at junction A, we are applying this junction rule. At junction A, the current I1 is approaching and I2 and I1 minus I2 both are leaving the junction. So we can write from there I1 or we can just select loop in closed loop A, B, D, A. A, B, D, A. Now this I2 is in clockwise direction and it is passing through 4 ohm resistor. So we can write minus 4I2. Minus 4I2. Then we have here 2 ohm resistor and this 2 ohm resistor. Both are in series. Or we can write I2 the 2 ohm resistor, the current is passing in clockwise direction. So we can take these equations 2 ohm clockwise. So it should be minus I2 plus I3 into 2. And again we have this in clockwise direction and that is passing through 2 ohm. So we have plus minus I2 plus I3 minus I1 multiplied by 2 ohm. And then we have this 4 ohm in anti-clockwise direction that is passing through I1 minus I2 and anti-clockwise direction, so its sign will be positive. So we can write plus I1 minus I2 into 4 that is equal to 0. Equation number 3. Now with the help of all the three equations we can find the values of I1,